Good morning, millennials.
Hello, millennials. We are back. It's been so many years.
It's been so long since I sat here with you.
No, right. Like, I was gone Friday.
And Thursday. So it's been Wednesday to Wednesday.
Wow, a whole week. But we obviously filled the void with premium content.
Premium guests.
We had
Heather McMahon. We had Olivia Oshry.
How was Heather McMahon?
Heather McMahon was amazing.
She's
per
a crowd
usual.
favorite.
She just cracks me up. Like, even just being herself
Right.
before she even is being funny. She makes it a breeze. Then we had Olivia, who, funny enough, was our hardest guest to nail down. Like, trying to get her on the show has proven to be rather difficult.
I mean, the life of a traveling marketer it never stops.
It's trials and tribulations.
And now we're trying to plan her bachelorette party. Have you been talking to her?
Yes.
She's having a hard time.
Is she? I thought it's like...
I'm pushing my personal agenda because I really want to go to Austin, but she's been so many times and she like doesn't want to go.
No, I think you're wrong. Like, I don't think it's the vibe.
I think it is.
And if we're going to go to Austin, we should just move it to a different weekend and go to Nashville, and it will be better.
Well, I said that too, because it's the same thing, but I've never been to Austin, so I'm pushing.
I'm actually going to Austin in like 2 weeks, so...
For what?
For a wedding.
I really want to go to Austin, but it looks like it's not going to happen.
You should just do a show there, and then...
Yeah.
At UT.
Go Horns.
Go Horns. They won this weekend at the Cotton Bowl.
I only know that because of Rachel Lindsay. She's keeping me informed.
Oh,
By the way,
is
I
she?
did a swipe up for my boots.
Did
if
you
you
make
want them.
so much money?
No, I didn't make any, but Rachel Lindsay bought them.
Oh, cute.
Wait, and you know who makes my boots? I'll give you...
DSW.
No, that's the store that sells them.
Okay.
Oh, wait, don't look at the bottom. I will give you 5 guesses, and I bet you... I could give you 1,000,000 guesses, and you wouldn't guess it.
Okay. Candies.
Close.
Mango.
No. Wait, I'll give you another clue. It's the celebrity has a brand.
Jessica Simpson.
Nope.
J-Lo.
Nope. One more.
Kristen Cavallari.
Nope. Fergie.
Wow.
These are the Fergalicious boots from
I
Fergie.
didn't even know she had
Me
a shoe
neither.
brand.
That's why I fuck so hard with DSW these days. Who'd have known? And these are like the fake Chloe boots that literally cost $7 million. And like, please, just so I can get them sweaty. Thanks, Chloe. I'm good. DSW, $59. Like, I am so here for $59. For $59
W's.
For DSW, like I am their new
I know
brand
you
ambassador.
are. Also, they do a lot of
Influencer marketing, which is why I'm out here thirsting for some business.
Right. I wonder if they do podcast marketing. Like, you know where to find us.
No, those brand deals aren't coming through like they used to.
Email in bio. I'm so happy to be here.
I know it's been so difficult, you know.
Has it?
Yeah, co-hosting is hard.
Like hosting with a new host.
Yeah, and I like used to like have FOMO that I never got to do it, and now I don't have FOMO anymore.
How was the snitch on the toast?
Snitch on the toast was easy. I feel like we had lots to cover, and we did just that. I feel like it was a very specific episode. Like, we really talked in circles a lot. Like, we spoke for like 30 minutes about Riverdale, a conversation we had like on the plane the day before, so we were acting like we didn't.
Oh my God, you were acting?
Yeah.
That
and then
never
we were just
happens on
talking
this
about
show.
Alabama. Like, we were just talking like
sisters do.
Yeah, right.
But
So I like couldn't tell if people would like that or not.
I think that's the magic of the show.
I've got the magic in me. I've got the magic. Did you see Ben Platt's Instagram of him singing 5 Seconds of Summer?
I did. Because someone was kind of to record the whole thing and put it in the toasters.
Do you think it's hard for him? I was thinking, like, do you think it's hard for him to, like, go from, like, the toast of Broadway to just, like, an actor? Do you know what I mean?
No, because I think if he wanted to continue to be the toast of Broadway, he could be.
No, I think he was over it, and at the time, and now it's just like, now what? I feel like he definitely misses it.
No, the bar is definitely high.
Yeah, like, what can he do next?
I'm sure he'll do something cool. There's always cool projects being worked on, like A Star is Born.
Yeah, he lost so much weight for the role. I wonder if he's gonna gain some back.
I
He had, like,
if
a
he
nice,
needs any help,
fleshy Jewish face.
if he needs any recommendations.
Yeah,
you
I know
where
a
to
couple
find us.
restaurants I can recommend.
Anyways, my weekend, thanks for asking,
We already spoke about it, so like...
was fun-filled. I was really sick like the whole time I was in Dallas.
You brought a friend?
I brought a friend, Big Tex. I took my engagement photos at the State Fair this weekend with Anthony Vasquez.
Did you see
Leanne? Such
Leanne?
a trooper. I did not see Leanne, but I'm glad I didn't because I've never worked so hard in my life.
Of course. How many outfit changes?
4 outfit changes total, I believe.
Where did you change?
In bathrooms, and there were nice bathrooms, and like it was actually, and like I just went in the handicap stall. I had a suitcase, and I was freaking out because there were so many moving pieces. It was like getting Anthony there, Zach, our outfits, taking pictures, people, etc. I was like, how are we gonna get suitcases through security? Like they're gonna be like, this is so weird. And I had spoken to the PR team before, and they said it was fine. Meanwhile, I get there, like people literally were living at the fair. Like they had wagons and like things.
Oh, do people camp there?
I don't know, but they had wagons. Like they didn't even bat an eyelash at my suitcase. I could have like brought
like a wagon wheel.
So much more. But it was really great. I really think we got some really premium content.
I think so too.
The previews of the photos that I saw were were highly premium.
Of course.
And it was just so crazy. We were supposed to take the pictures on Tuesday, but the weather, of course, I picked one day to go to the fair. It doesn't rain in Texas. I picked the one day, it's monsooning. So then we're like, we're gonna have to make a go of it on Monday before the sun goes down. It starts, as I'm getting ready, it's pouring rain. We get in the car, it's pouring rain. We're literally driving into the storm. We pull up into the parking lot, and it stops raining.
Hashem.
For 2 hours, it was
upstairs.
completely clear. We got all of our pictures done. Then after the pictures, we were just getting food at the fair.
What'd you eat?
Oh, I didn't get to eat that much because then it started monsooning again. But the most delicious thing I had was a piece of pizza that was so doughy, and it was just cheesy bread. It was so good. I had some saltwater taffy, which is don't waste your time.
Overrated.
Zach had a corn dog. I heard good things. I had a little bit of cotton candy. Can't fuck that up.
I've never had a corn dog, but I feel like I would really like it.
I think it would be my favorite thing.
I think you and Margot would love a corn dog.
Because I love a hot dog.
Yeah, and it just makes it easier because you get to eat it on a stick.
I had a delicious fountain soda in this big Tex cup.
I'm
Is
so
now
jealous.
It's my souvenir cup. And it's just so funny because when I went to the fair, I was wearing a white dress, hair done, everything. I looked one way. And by the time I left the fair, I changed into one of Zach's t-shirts that said Texas on it. And it was really big and long, and I bought a fanny pack so I could hold my stuff.
God.
And I was drenched by the rain, holding my big cup and my pizza, and I looked like a fair goer.
A fair goer, yeah.
I looked like two different people.
Did you have funnel cake?
I didn't. I didn't have that much time to get food, and then when we did, it started raining, so I was like, let's just get the hell out of here.
What was that amusement park we used to go to at camp, Viga?
I can't,
Fun?
There was, the Excelsior is there.
Yeah, what was it called? Funland?
Can you Google Excelsior roller coaster?
Maine. Because they had literally the most delicious food. When I think of good fair food, funnel cake, the same doughy pizza,
What was that bread? Maybe that was the funnel cake.
Yeah, where it's looks like a big waffle.
Yeah, and then you put powdered sugar on it.
Not the Excelsior, Excalibur.
Yeah,
because nothing was coming out.
The Excelsior.
What is that fucking
They
place
had
called?
fried Oreos, fried Oreos, fried Snickers,
Funtown Splashtown?
Funtown Splashtown. I told you it was something called fun.
fried PB&J. They had fried beer. They had fried everything.
How do you drink fried beer?
I don't know. I didn't get around to it.
Oh my God, that sounds so epic. I would need to go and just be fat.
It was really crazy. It was the biggest state fair in the world. They sold hot tubs. There's a car show. It was massive. We walked 9 miles according to Anthony's phone.
Where's the New York State Fair?
Probably upstate.
We should go.
We should go.
I just love carnival food.
I'm big into state fairs, and I'm glad that they're still a thing. They're still
Me
around.
too.
It's just such pure-hearted fun, and now that there's no more circus shows and people aren't and animals aren't
limited.
being abused. No, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good, clean fun. Fun for the whole family.
I love good, clean fun, GCL.
So those pictures will be coming out soon. Stay tuned for the premium content. I really hope that
I'm excited.
just don't look fat and sweaty after
No,
all
that's the magic of Anthony Vasquez.
after all the links that I went to. Right, he knows.
I was
what's
sweating like an absolute wildebeest in my engagement photos. It was the fucking hottest day of the year in the concrete of New York City, the concrete jungle, and I looked amazing because Anthony Vasquez, he knows what to do.
He knows it. We took
You'll be fine.
We took some wild photos that probably won't see the light of day. We took some photos on a John Deere. I showed you under the sign that says cattle, which is just I don't know about that.
I don't know if that's good brand messaging.
Right. We did a caricature. There's pictures of us while the caricature is being
That's
drawn
cute.
of us. Really cute. Really fair vibes. I really just wanted to pay tribute to Zach's heritage, being a Texan. Texas strong.
Yeah.
And
Go Bulls.
I think we achieved that. So thank you, Anthony, for accompanying me on this journey.
And did you do anything else while you were in Dallas?
I saw A Star Is Born.
Okay, wait, me and Margaret were seeing it tonight. Jackie might
I
also.
am coming.
By the way, the weirdest thing, me and Margaret went to buy tickets. Tell me if you've ever heard of this. For a 9:40 show, because we want to watch Riverdale and then go. And on the website, it said only discount tickets available. So we're like, what? I think that meant if you have AARP or senior discount.
Or veterans.
Yeah, we just want the regular tickets. So the theater's completely empty and the only seats you can get are with your discount. So we call and we're like, hello, how can we get tickets? They're like,
Hello,
after
Claudia, Oshry.
after 9 o'clock, all tickets are discounted.
Wow, that's great.
I knew that before noon at a movie theater, you can get a $5 ticket because not much goes on there. But after 9 o'clock.
There are all these different tickets. I saw A Star Is Born with Zach's grandma, and she had the senior special, and she was so excited. She's like, make sure you get my senior discount.
How much was
we're
it?
We're on it. I don't know. Zach paid.
Oh, such a gentleman.
Such a gentleman. I'm really excited to talk about A Star Is Born. Going into the movie, I had...
No, stop.
No,
not a word.
Nothing.
I'm
Not
excited.
a word,
I'm excited to talk about it tomorrow.
Hear a word, hear a word, hear a word, there a word. Are we we done?
Yeah, and
We're
now
talking about it
I'm not
tomorrow.
checking the comments for like a nice 5
Oh,
minutes.
same.
Because
Oh my
someone's
God.
an asshole.
Same.
We're talking
same.
about it tomorrow. Can I say one statement?
No,
No spoiler.
No. It's not spoiler. I don't want to be
No,
tainted.
it's not about the movie. It's about me. It's about me.
I don't
It's about
wanna
me.
be tainted
It's about
by
me.
your love. Are we done?
Going to the movie, I know.
La 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 la.
Please let me get my sentence out. It's going to be exactly how you feel.
Oh, speaking of, do you see Mariah Carey perform?
I mean, she literally.
She doesn't move. Like,
she made me sick.
no, she's so skinny.
That's what you called me. I was on the toilet.
She's so skinny.
She drove me to illness.
And like her belly wasn't even moving. That's how I know she wasn't singing. Her dress was so tight that if she was actually just like expressing her vocal cords, her belly would have moved a little bit. She was a statue. She didn't move.
I mean, what a waste of time.
The
Not
whole-
like they had, much talent to choose
Right.
from last night, but like we could have done without that. And it's like, why can't she just stop and enjoy the fruits of her labor? Like, who's making her do this?
Right, like she does not need to be coming out with new music.
No, she really doesn't. Her and Britney.
I agree. Anyone in Vegas?
And no offense, J-Lo.
Oh, none taken. I completely agree. Like her list of hits is impressive and dynamic and is enough for years and years in Vegas. I don't need to hear Dinero.
Right, I don't need her on a
Even
song
though I
with
kinda
like,
like that
I
song.
don't need her on a song with 4 other people. Like, leave it to BB Rexa. Like, you're golden. You're like, you're in a league of your
like
own.
J-Lo's literally taking away opportunities from like Becky G.
No, totally.
Do you know what I mean? Like no one else can get these opportunities because J-Lo's taking all of them when it's like, you're an icon already. Like sit down.
Right, you are like performing at like fundraisers where they just pay you like millions of dollars to come and perform. Like that's the goal. Like enjoy that. You're in a new movie coming out that looks very bad, but like
She
could've-
something about J-Lo is that she's consistent, and every movie she makes is absolutely horrible.
absolutely horrible.
Remember she had
Except
sex
for
with that
Selena.
16-year-old? Well, yeah. I meant like post-iconic J-Lo. It's like after J-Lo became an icon in singing, she like didn't want to stop doing everything, and she continues to just like make terrible movies and make terrible music, and it's like, but you're an icon, sit down.
No, she could sit down. And also, she really wasn't singing last night. It didn't even sound like her voice. And I know that song was written by Sia, and it sounded like Sia. Like, who are you trying to fool?
J-Lo never sings. She's consistent. But you want to know what? She's an incredible dancer.
No, she wasn't dancing either last night.
Oh.
Sorry, she stood in one place and sang, and like, she was trying to sell it so hard, I was like mad at her. I was like, I know you're not singing, and the harder you try to make me think that you're singing, like, what a phony. Like, she was acting, which I guess is what she's always wanted to do.
Totally, her true passion. But I watched like a decent amount of the American Music Awards. Do you feel like nobody was there?
Well, none of like the big wigs were there, except for Taylor. But
Right, I
maybe
feel
that's
like
why
because
they all
Taylor
cleared out.
went, nobody else did.
Nobody
'Cause-
felt like they had to. Like, they all picked up the baton for years for her while she like sat
Yeah.
out for 3 years. So like now they're staying home.
Right, and it's like, now that I think about it, like people were there. J-Lo, Mariah, like Cardi, but like Ariana Grande wasn't there, Nicki Minaj wasn't there. Who else wasn't there?
Katy Perry wasn't there.
Katy Perry like never goes to that stuff anymore.
I was saying the same thing about Ariana Grande. Kanye wasn't there. Like,
Yeah, maybe it just feels like it wasn't like a real award show because Ariana wasn't there, and she literally goes to everything.
and she has a new music out, so she should have been there
But
promoting
she's
it.
going through personal things.
Right. So that's why
Yeah.
it was strange.
And Nicki Minaj, I think, they all hate Taylor, which is just so hilarious.
We have a story about the AMAs, so we'll be able to
Okay.
really dive into it, the big winners and the performances,
And the outfit heard around the world.
and we'll give you all of our thoughts once we get there. But without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
We obviously have some breaking news today because the world never stops, and neither does the toast.
No, and neither does the court system.
Neither does ICE.
No, they never
What
stop.
does that stand for?
Immigration
Center?
Center Emergency.
Snitch, what are you doing over there on your computer? Are you
Someone
doing
yelled-
homework?
definitely doing her
Someone
homework.
yelled at me for scolding them because I said that someone's going to spoil it.
Are you doing homework?
No. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you,
doing
paying,
homework.
are you paying attention?
Yes, wait, what am I looking at?
Right? Okay, what does
ICE.
ICE stand for? Because I'm catching up on Desperate Housewives, which is just, it has really just improved my time on Earth. And it's when Gabrielle Solis and Carlos Solis, who, by the way, out of all the men on the show, I believe Carlos is my favorite. And I think he's like such a good husband.
No, he's daddy as hell. BDE.
Yes,
like,
and like I love men who like want kids so badly, and like when Gabby's being a fucking bitch, and like I'm kind of hating Gabby. She's just like, she is Carrie Bradshaw vibes, like making the worst decisions, and like you're supposed to like her, but I like, she's so beautiful that like I still like her, but every time she does something, she's so stupid, and it's like, you think literally like a woman, what is she supposed to be in her 40s?
30s.
30s, like even a dumb woman in their 30s doesn't make as many bad decisions as Gabrielle Solis. Like, she's so stupid, and like every time she does something, I'm like, that's just a bad idea, but I just still love her. Like, I don't end up hating her like I hate Terry Hatcher. But Carlos is just everything. He's so hot. He like loves her so much. He's the only person that puts her in her place, and he's just like a man.
But Gabrielle, like, she eventually like learns from her mistakes, and she learns the hard way. And like all Carey had to do was like fall in Dior, and we felt sorry for her. But like Gabrielle goes through it.
Right, and I know it's amazing. Like, I really remember nothing, but I obviously can't forget the season like that spins up in 5 years later, and Gabby has like gained a bunch of weight and is like a house mom and like has no life, and like I'm not looking forward to that because I love like cute skinny Gabby.
No, and it's like you keep hoping that it's gonna be the episode where she like takes off the fat suit, and it's not.
I know.
But then that'll make up for all the years of her making bad decisions.
Margo, what does IC stand for?
Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I'm glad I didn't know that one. Like, it's not like it was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, no. It's no FBI.
It's no
female body investigator.
It's no FEMA.
What does FEMA stand for?
Federal Emergency
Medical Assistance?
Association. I don't know. Speaking of ICE, Teresa Giudice's husband, Joe Giudice, ordered to be deported to Italy. Wow. This story, like, the headline didn't sink in until just reading it right now. Teresa Giudice's husband, Joe Giudice, has been ordered to be deported to his native Italy. Radar Online reports. So please take that with a grain of salt, even though Us Weekly picked it up, and I'm trusting Us Weekly on this one.
I trust Weekly.
I trust Weekly, but if Radar Online is the original source, like, I don't know. I just don't.
I mean, they've been saying this since the day he went to prison, that it was always an option, like it might happen. So it's not like they made this up. I wonder what happened, and he's in the middle of his sentence, right? So I thought they would decide it when it's over.
So there was a hearing this morning, I guess. Quote, based upon the law, I find you deportable and ineligible for any kind of relief. Judge John Ellington reportedly said during a hearing at Pennsylvania's York Immigration Court on Wednesday, October 10th. Quote, Mr. Giudice, no matter how this turns out, I wish you the best. I decided this case as a matter of law. According to the website, Joe, who appeared via teleconference, sounded shocked as he responded. I don't understand how I can be deported on this case. If you will, I'll tell my side. I shouldn't even be here right now. I have to go back and tell my kids this, and they've been waiting to hear from me. Oh my God, this is so sad, but like...
And you know what? Like, if it was any other scenario and he did get deported, like, they love Italy. Like, it wouldn't be the worst that they have to go live in Italy. But, like, Teresa has this life here, and they're, like, a celebrity, and that's their income, and they can't leave.
I don't think she's going to leave. And also, like...
She's not. And
there were all those unfounded rumors...
about her having a boyfriend and them, like, basically being divorced already.
Right. And I never saw it from anywhere credible.
Me neither.
But... maybe if that is all true, then maybe he goes back to Italy.
But that's just sad for the kids.
The kids, like, love him so much.
Even though he's like the meanest, scariest dad alive.
No, he's the meanest, scariest husband. I feel like he's a good dad, but like
he's a disciplinarian.
But they love him. Like they respect him so much.
Well, you always need like a strong
good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I will totally be bad cop.
I don't know. I hope I'm gonna be bad cop because I know it's not gonna be Zach.
No, yeah, because like I could see it already with Theo. Because like as much as I would love to have Theo sleep in my bed every night, and sometimes I do, for so many reasons he can't. Neither of us sleep good, us or Theo. Like he gets up a million times. He hates it. He loves his crate. Dogs spending more time in the crate is good for their like behavioral whatever. And he doesn't even like it. So when we're going to bed and like it's time to put Theo in the crate, like Ben is always like, let him stay, let him stay, let him stay. And I'm like, I would love to, but like I can't. And I already see like I have to be bad cop and put Theo in the crate, even though I'm really the good cop because Theo loves his crate.
I miss Theo so much.
I was gonna bring him today, but it's always torture when he's here.
Right, but Snitch is here. So.
No,
we've been
last
saying
time he was a torturer.
We've been saying that we need to get him a crate for a while, and like we just need to do it.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little home for
should
the kids.
Should I order him a crate?
But he barked last time. That was the issue.
Oh.
That's why I had to take him out and walk him around.
He needs to bark after here are the Fast Size stories.
If only he could bark on command. When I had like some handyman in my apartment this weekend, and they were like, "Wow, he's such a good dog. We've never seen that. Like he doesn't even bark." I'm like, "Oh please, you don't even know the nightmare that he is when you leave."
Stop. I miss him. I'll see him later tonight.
I was torturing
we have a big night ahead of us.
The shit out of him last night. Like, it's like I was with him all day, and I was too busy to like care. And then like right when I got into bed, like I was ready to give him all my attention, and he was just like over me. Because like when it gets to like 9 o'clock, he is Sleepy McSleeperson and like just
that's
wants
the
to
best
sleep.
kind of Theo.
Because you could pull him and hold him and he doesn't care. And like, oh my God, I was literally like singing, licking into his mouth. Like I was being so disgusting.
Cutie boys.
I miss him.
I miss him too. Let's leave the show and go find him.
Okay.
Bye.
I think I could safely turn back comments on now, like on
you're
YouTube.
good.
Okay, I'm good, okay.
Just to close the book on this, I'm sure there'll be more updates throughout time and, you know, this will play out on the show. But this is just really sad. Obviously, you do the the crime, you have to pay the time. They've been doing the time, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
for another blow on top of this after like years in prison and like separating their family, like
Totally.
it's a lot. She is like the strongest person of all time.
Of all time.
I don't know how she does it.
Of all time.
And I feel for the kids and their family and like.
That's so true. Like at the end of the day, man, your thing is like, you're contagious.
Sorry. It's the changing of the seasons,
Yeah.
even though it's 70 degrees.
Even though they did a terrible thing and they stole from the government, like at the end of the day, they didn't kill anyone. And the only victim in this crime was like the government. And you know what? They probably needed it, the government. So it's like, this seems like a really like mean thing to do. Like after separating the family for almost 4 years now, because Teresa was in for 15 months and he's gonna be in for 3, right? 3 years.
Yeah. Or 2.
It's like separating the families for so long, making them they paid restitution. Every dollar that she made from Bravo for a while was literally going straight to the government. Like, I feel like they learned their lesson and it's like enough already. Why do they have to send him away?
This just seems like excessive, but maybe we don't understand like the full extent of what they did and maybe the punishment does fit the
but
crime.
If there was a Ponzi scheme
but
and they were
like,
stealing
it's
from
not
like
they're getting off scot-free because they're celebrities. Like they really
right.
paid the piper.
No, but like if there was a Ponzi scheme and they were like taking from people's life savings, like I would be like, yeah, fuck them.
But maybe the government takes it extra personally, like it's against them.
Of course,
and they
every
make the
time you
rules.
do something against the government, like you're worse.
I mean, it's like the situation.
Right. So Joey Canasta was here yesterday, and I asked him because like he's close with them, and he's going to their wedding.
Oh my gosh!
And
when
they're
is
getting
it?
married before
It's
he
soon.
goes to prison. Yeah, he wouldn't tell me, but he told me afterwards. I'll tell you later.
Oh, cool. Maybe we'll show up.
Yeah,
Wedding
totally.
crashers.
He said it's in North New Jersey. Maybe if we just drive around, we'll find us.
And it's like the thing with the situation is when the news came out, like we posted on Instagram like a sad situation for the situation, and people in the comments were like, "This isn't sad, like justice being served, blah blah blah." But it's like he's already been through so much. Like, yeah, he evaded his taxes, but it's like a victimless crime.
Also, like, don't say you haven't thought about it,
And
because I
he's
have.
changed so much. Like he went to such extremes to change his life to the point where it probably would not happen again. And he
Of
seems
course
to be
not.
very sorry.
Right.
He's
so,
not
like,
the same man he was. And if the judge just watched a few episodes of Jersey Shore, like maybe he'd feel differently.
And it's just like, I feel like nobody can make a mistake anymore. And obviously, like, if you've done something where, like, you killed someone, like, okay, you don't deserve to be forgiven. But, like, something like this, it's like, okay, yes, he technically did it. But I don't think that if you evade your taxes, you're a bad person. Like, I've thought about it many times, and I'm getting really close to just evading the shit out of them.
Well, in addition to evading his taxes, they did like fraudulent documents to like make it, and they like set up cash deals. Like they went out of their way. They went to extremes.
Honestly, though, the government drove him there. And they're driving me there, too, in a fucking limousine. In a Range Rover.
Ooh, swanky.
Class A. Yeah, only the
Using
government.
all that money you're not paying on taxes.
Right, only the best for me in the government.
Okay, next story. Finally, American Music Awards 2018 winners. That's a mouthful. The 2018 AMA Awards is officially here. AMA
We're
Awards.
official here.
I'm sorry. Tracy Ellis Ross, wow, we haven't even spoken about that, returns to host the annual ceremony, known by pop culture fanatics as the music industry's largest fan-voted award show. This time around, Cardi B and Drake led the nominations with 8 mentions each. Other notable AMA contenders include Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Camila Cabello, and Post Malone. The winners: Artist of the Year, Taylor Swift; New Artist of the Year, Camila Cabello; Collaboration of the Year, Camila Cabello, Havana; Favorite Music Video, Camila Cabello, Havana; Tour of the Year, Taylor Swift; Favorite Soundtrack, Black Panther; Favorite Male Artist, Post Malone; Favorite Female Artist, Taylor Swift; Favorite Duo or Group, Migos.
So we know that every award show is literally fake as fuck, and they align themselves with like a certain side. Like they take a side, like the VMAs were Ariana's and she won all the awards.
Right, they're like, Taylor, if you come to this award show, you'll open the show, you'll get 3 awards, making you the most celebrated American Music Award person ever.
She won
and
4,
you'll-
4 or 3.
4.
She won,
Yeah,
but
she
the
was
third
4 for 4.
The third put her over the top
Yes.
as the winner. So of course she's going to show up to make history. But if she did show up, she probably wouldn't have won all those awards.
No, of course not. Like, it's all pre-organized, but that just is annoying because I really also feel like every award that Taylor won, like, she deserved. Like, in no way could anyone disagree with Taylor's tour being the tour of the year.
Agreed.
Like, everyone, even people who hate Taylor, went and loved it. Like, so it's just annoying that, like, we're chalking it up to it all being fake, and if she didn't come, she wouldn't have won, which is true, but she did deserve it.
Well, here's the thing. There was like one award that was like a best male artist or something, or male R&B artist, and there was 3 people nominated, which, by the way, which award show has 3
That was
people
weird.
in each category? And it was someone, and Bruno Mars, and they didn't even say Bruno Mars because it was like they forgot him in the package because he wasn't there. Like, there was
Right.
no way he was winning.
Right, and what I was
like,
gonna
that's
say-
how
fake it
careless
is.
they are.
Also, Bruno Mars was nominated in the Tour of the Year, as was Ed Sheeran. And as you know, my thoughts on the Ed Sheeran show, in no way does he deserve to win. But if anyone else had to have won, it would have been Bruno Mars, and I would have agreed with it. I would have been sad for Taylor, but like, he really did have, and he's still on the tour.
But like, it wasn't the tour that's the Tour of the Year. It's like, he's the artist of all time. Like, Taylor's tour, she really went like big.
It's so thought out. Like, the theme is like there, and
merch,
the outfits,
the stages,
the rep
everything was
room.
so thought out. Like, all Bruno Mars has to do is like show
Dance.
up with his hooligans,
Yeah.
have a great time, drink, go home.
No, he needs to start doing a show in Vegas.
I mean, I will move
By
there.
the way, I'm trying to convince Olivia to do her bachelorette party in Vegas.
You are?
Yeah, and because she's just like, it's so expensive, because like everything you want to do, like we're annoying, we have to have like the best table. And I said, totally, I'll do everything I can to try and get some comps. So if you like work in Vegas
In
marketing,
hospitality?
hit me up. But then I was like, we could also go to Celine Dion. So like, maybe let's all convince her.
Oh, I'm down.
I'm so down.
Oh my God,
It's just like a long flight, and Vegas is far.
And Vegas takes it all from me.
No, but like, that's what we need. We've
You
been
think?
I mean, personally, I've been working so much for like 6 months straight that like, from someone who never used to work and like never did anything to like literally someone who's like, I go to bed at midnight on my computer and I wake up and I'm on my computer. Like, I don't stop fucking working and like physically working, traveling. Like, I want to go to Vegas and I want to black out and I want to get new titties. Like, that's what I want to do.
For sure.
And I deserve it. I want to do like acid. I don't know. I just want to do something. Like, I'm so fucking wound up.
But by the way, like, doing
I had
acid.
the busiest day today.
Doing acid is work too.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I would never do acid. Imagine
No, you just
me
wanna let loose.
on acid.
Well,
Oh
my
God.
bachelor party's in 2 weeks, and you can really let loose.
Oh, totally.
But it's a different vibe than Vegas. We're going to the Bahamas. I'm so
No, I know,
It's gonna
and
be
I'm
like,
excited, but I also, like, I am gonna sweat, so like.
But then you jump in the pool.
No, but like knowing that sweating is in my future, like it does give me like it takes a little edge off like my pit.
But swimming,
Yeah.
pool.
Well, I was just telling Jackie because I'm ordering clothes for your bachelorette party, which is proving to be so difficult because like I'm in this like weird interim size now, and you know when you like lose a little weight, you like think that you are like Taylor Swift at the AMAs. Like the shit that I ordered, like Boohoo is like very hoochie, and when I order from it, like you have to be selective. Like this sweater is from Boohoo. It's obviously not hoochie, but like
It's not. There's not much to that. It can be misrepresented.
yeah, their shit is like Fashion Nova knockoffs. So like I'm going through this stuff like now thinking that I'm
Fashion Nova's easy knockoffs.
like right. Now I'm like ordering like thinking I'm like the skinny queen, which like I'm definitely like less fat, but I'm by no means skinny, and I'm out of control. Like you are going to die when you see some of the things that I ordered, because it's also like it's a bachelorette party, so you can be hoochie.
Right.
It's the Bahamas, you can be hoochie, and like now I lost a little bit of weight, so like I can really be hoochie. So I'm gonna be out of control.
Good. What's the point? Like, what's the point of working so hard, losing weight if you're not going to show it off? Take it for a
Also,
spin.
what's the point? It's a bachelorette party. It's all girls. Like everyone can eat my ass.
Totally.
I hope there's some fights on your bachelorette party. I haven't gotten into a fight with someone in a long time.
Oh, maybe.
Who do you think?
I don't know. That's not what I was anticipating. I thought
No,
like
actually, like all your friends are friends. There's not like weird camp home
right.
friends.
We do go to job that in our family. Like
Yeah.
everyone is friends. Like the same people will be on my bachelorette that are on Olivia's.
Yes,
you know?
totally.
Good times. Can't wait. So many
Or
trips
I
coming
was
up.
trying to tell Olivia to do New Orleans.
I want to go to Charleston. And by the way, they're filming Southern Charm. Like all
She
we have
doesn't
do
want to
is-
go to Charleston.
She doesn't?
No, and I was against it because I was supposed to go to LA afterwards. Oh my God! Also, I got tickets on Sunday to go see God O'Malley in New York.
Ooh,
I'm excited. I don't know why. I just remembered that. But
I'm happy for you.
me too. Sorry. Side note. She doesn't want to go anymore.
Okay, so we got to rethink. We should go to Napa.
Okay, that's what I said.
that. I said
I also
that.
said Naples because I always tell me, am I wrong? I thought Naples, Florida, was like the Napa of Florida, like vineyards and shit.
Oh, I don't know about vineyards.
Olivia's like it's Fort Lauderdale.
It
Like,
is.
oh my
It's
God,
like Granny.
I thought it was.
We might as well go to Boca.
I thought it was literally like Napa of the East Coast, Vineyard City.
No.
Well, I told Olivia a weird call, and I think she didn't like the idea, but Montreal. TPG said Montreal is like the newest, coolest up and coming
It's just
city.
gonna be really
And they have
cold.
gambling. That's what Olivia said.
What about the Grace Mayflower? That's where we should go.
Totally, but it's not turn up. And Olivia
No.
does want to turn up. Like that's where you should go. Because you're a grandma these days.
No, but I'm gonna turn up. Actually, I don't know. I'm just loving not drinking.
I
feel
know.
like $1 million even though I'm sick. Actually, I feel like shit all the time.
I was gonna say,
might
like,
as well drink.
even when I take care of
Honestly.
myself, I still feel tired and groggy and shitty. So like, I might as well have a good time the night before.
No, the other day I woke up with a headache, like a hangover, but I didn't drink. Someone
I
explain.
woke up with a headache this morning because I have my period, and I have been just like having the worst mood swings. Like, I don't know why. I feel like I've been getting my period my whole life, but like this one in particular is like, it's almost like it's the first one.
No, it's like
I'm
if
getting
you
the
were
worst
pregnant, like it
cramps.
would have been twins.
Yes, I'm getting the worst cramps. Last night, like literally right before bed, I was having the worst bellyache, and Ben was like, "Do you want me to rub your belly?" And I'm like, "Yeah." and he like kind of hurt me. Like he was like, oh, I think I feel a cramp. Like as if you could fucking feel a cramp. And starts digging, and it set a fucking switch off in my head. And I was fucking
The Giudice
nuts.
switch.
I was being nuts. I honestly, I have to apologize to Ben this morning because I was being so evil and I was just in the worst fucking mood, and it like set this light off in me, and like I couldn't go to bed. I was too fucking busy being so angry and mean, and I owe Ben a huge apology.
You need to get a heating pad. Do you not have one?
Of course I have a heating pad that I literally, ready, you know what I did? I rolled it up into a little sausage, like shoved it in my stomach, in my pants, and went to bed and woke up in the biggest sweat of my life. It's like, I can't win.
You need to set the 2-hour timer. Like, you need one with a timer. It turns off automatically.
Bitch, it's from fucking Dwayne Reed. Like,
You gotta get one from Amazon.
I don't know what kind of
Invest.
gold-plated.
Invest in yourself.
Totally. No, I don't know what I was thinking.
I use a heating pad every night now, and I'm like,
I want
for
to
no
get a
reason.
heating blanket that I put under my sheet.
But that's really hot.
I know.
You just need the little pad. And then, like, if you fall asleep on your stomach, put it under your stomach, and that's the best way to fall asleep.
Yeah.
When you're in pain.
I love a heating pad for my back. I have like a bad back these days because I travel so much and like fall asleep on planes. And I'm like a grandma. Like I bend down to like, I'm like a grandma using the microwave. I bend down to get my blow dryer and like, oh, my achy back. Like a 2-year-old.
The groans that I make when I do stuff, I'm like, or I'm a grandmother. But that's not surprising. I'm surprised for you because you're really like in the prime of your life.
That's what I'm saying. Even though yesterday I got called old for the first time.
By who?
Like I got ageist in our group text. Remember?
Oh, right.
Someone screenshotted.
Yesterday, I felt very old watching the AMAs.
Oh my god.
And I didn't mind it.
Yeah, no. Award shows are like always what makes me feel out of touch, even though we couldn't be more in touch.
Right. So I don't know what it is. It's like, are they just propping these people up because it's their agenda and they want to move them forward? Or there used to be a time, I mean, if I looked at the iTunes top 10, like there was no way I didn't know one song.
Right. I don't know any.
I really don't know most of them. And I think that's on me.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I'm growing up. You can't live in the past.
Wait, I have to tell you about my day yesterday because I did my closet.
Right.
Oh my god. It was the best decision I ever made.
Did you pay for it?
No. So I'm doing, a partnership.
Oh, cool.
It's a company called Done & Done, and when they email me, they're like, we just did Bethany's, and that's how, like, I knew it was good enough for me. And they have, like, a team of, like, 10, 15 people, but it was started by this mom and daughter, and they're the ones who came, and they were, like, so cute and just so good at their job and so fast. And basically, like, all my clothes, I have this big closet, and then for the folding stuff in my bedroom, I have, like, this built-in unit where everything is folded. And, like, obviously, like, I just threw it in there and, like, never looked back. And I really only wanted them to come and do the closet because, like, that's what people can see. And, like, I don't care if I shove things in the cabinets. They did it so fast that they had so much time, and they did my folded stuff, too. They labeled every shelf. Ben's sweatpants, Claudia's Spanx. I have like 4 rows of Spanx.
But now you have to keep it that way.
Oh, I'm fine. I can do that. Like, I am a neat person.
Yeah.
But Ben is like, I literally had to give him a lecture. I was like, if you touch one fucking thing in this closet, I will kill you. And like, what do? I wake up and I find his shirt on the floor. They made it so nice for him. They did my whole bags in this display. They utilized all the space. Like, I have only amazing things to say. I've been recommending them to everyone. The company was called Done & Done. Like, and by the way, I didn't lift a finger, which was my favorite part. Like, I didn't have to do anything. I'm like, do you guys want help? They're like, no, it's okay. I'm like, okay.
I feel like I could do that for people. I could have done that for you.
Okay, so I thought the same thing because I'm so organized. And like,
no, but like for closets specifically. Like, I did my closet. I built my own shelves. And I don't know that they could have done my closet better than I did.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's what they had that I couldn't, that I was like, I really hired the company because like, I'm like, I could do this and like go to the Container Store and shit, but like, I don't want to. I'm tired.
Understood.
So then once they did it, I was like, oh, I never could have done this because first of all, they had the foresight to categorize all my hanging stuff by color and then by what it is. So it's like all my tank tops are in, it's not like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple across the whole rod. It's like
red tanks, short sleeves, long sleeves?
Yeah, and then a whole other jackets, sweaters separated by outerwear. Like, it was so specific and it makes so much sense. And then I was like, I've been trying to find a cool way to display my bags forever. And I never would have thought to get these like acrylic, like leveled shelves that they got. So like, I couldn't have ever done that. Like, my organization can only take me so much. And then I would have put all my bags, but they put all like my flat envelope, like clutches, like the Sony Clover ones or that Gucci one bag on me, in this like cute woven basket somewhere else. Like,
yeah.
It all makes so much sense. And then what I couldn't have done 10 times is we have these huge shoe racks. And for Ben, the shoe racks really don't make that much sense because they have these little platforms and you're supposed to put your heels on it and it makes it a cute display for your heels. But Ben pretty much wears sneakers. He has like a couple pairs of loafers that work on there, but he has all this space and there's nowhere to put it. And he also has all these hats that like
I saw the hats.
She made this whole display and then bought this other built-in thing from the Container Store to put in one of the things for Ben's sneakers. Genius. Like, I couldn't have done that. So, I mean, I don't know how much it costs regularly, whatever it was, I would have done it because so worth it.
I'm so happy for you. And also you telling me those tips and tricks, that's what I did in mine, like doing elevated stuff. And I feel really good, proud.
Now I want to go to the Container Store like all the time.
Hit me up.
Right?
Hit me up, sis. Okay, next story. Kim Kardashian flaunts diamonds and security detail. Did you see last night?
She
Kim
went to
Kardashian
Tiffany's.
wore some serious diamonds to a Tiffany's event on Tuesday night. She was definitely paid to be there. But
No,
it felt,
of course. And by the way, she's wearing Tiffany's items. Like, please, don't even try.
But it just felt a little off brand because she's so anti-jewelry.
Right, because, she's so happy that her kids are getting to grow up with this version of her.
Right.
That interview that she did with Ellen after her robbery in Paris, like, will always be, like, I see things with Taylor, like, who I stand completely, that, like, are an insight to really who she is as a person. Like, all the charities she does, like, really quietly, like, giving literally 3,000 tickets, like, the families of firefighters and policemen in Boston. And this interview with Kim is, like, I feel like a rare glimpse into, like, who she really is, like, as a person, and I will always remember that interview.
Understood. I always wondered when she was going to wear jewelry again, and I'm glad that she did it and got paid for it.
Of course.
The reality TV starlet took to Instagram to flaunt a massive diamond choker and several diamond rings, something she's rarely done since being robbed in Paris in 2016. But Kardashian was quick to point out her security was beefed up just in case anyone tried to get too close. She's so funny. Quote, "Look at these jewels I get to borrow for the night," the mom of three said in the backseat of her ride zooming around New York City. "I have security with me, and they, the diamonds, leave me after the night. I turn into Cinderella." Tiffany's lent the jewels to the star so she could wear them to their Blue Book collection event. Kris Jenner and Mary J. Blige were also on hand for the glitzy event.
I saw that on Simon's Instagram story, and it's like, I just saw Simon, and like, then he saw Chris and Kim. Like, why couldn't it have been at the same time?
Oh, damn.
It's so
One
annoying.
day.
One day.
Just keep
Keeping
on trucking.
on. Well, I feel like Tiffany's is like spending a lot of money recently. Like their whole thing with Reese Witherspoon, like they're just like, they know what, they're in tune.
Yeah, and I feel like they're modernizing.
Did you just splash a vagine to everyone?
No, I was pulling the mic cord out of my legs.
Oh, do you know how many people wore the Jackie O sweater to my show in Huntsville?
Really?
Like 3.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cute.
And Albany too.
I wonder if H&M is selling them again this season. It's the best sweater ever. I want more colors. I have like 5. I need more.
The Toast has sold out so many items. We sold out that Revlon blow dryer that changed my life. Do you have one?
No, but I was with Zach's friends the other night after the fair, and one of them was like, "I bought Claudia's blow dryer."
This blow dryer, it's $59 retail, which I think is a fair price for the lifesaver that it is. And I'm so worried it's gonna like be discontinued. I don't know why. Like I want to buy 6.
Should I get it?
Yes, and then Ulta had it on sale for $29. It's out of stock now. Like the toasters in the Beauty and the Toast group put it out of stock, and like I just want Revlon to know that like that was me.
I'm sure someone knows.
You don't understand. Like as someone, have you noticed that my hair has been straight almost every day like since this blow dryer?
You have good hair.
No, totally, but like not all the time, and you can't rely on it because I like to shower at night, and by the time I wake up, my hair is still wet. Like,
yeah.
And for the shows, like I used to book hair and makeup in every city, like and find random people on Instagram, and it was so expensive and so time consuming and like so infuriating because I never liked it. This blow dryer, as Margot, all I do is talk about this blow dryer on tour. It has changed my life. For Olivia's engagement party, like a time when I normally would have gotten a blow dry, a blowout, I did my own.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
And for you, like your hair, you have so much less hair than me. You could blow out your hair like to look like it is right now in 5 minutes. It takes me 15, which is so crazy.
But for me, it's not like the time it takes. It's like getting up and doing it. Like
Jackie, but it's this one, like I get excited. It's so weird.
Okay.
And you know how like when you get something new, like for the first week you're
Yes,
excited?
yes.
I've had it for like 2 months now and I'm so excited, and it makes it so easy because I don't like flat straight hair. I like to have like a little bounce at the bottom. But because of its rolly technique, you just twist it and you
need
get
bounce at the bottom.
Oh my God, it's the best.
okay, you've sold me. Thank you. Okay, next story. Ready for it?
Yes.
Uh-oh, the page was
Are
reloaded.
you ready? Jackie has a virus on her iPad.
No, you know what I realized? It's page6.com that gives me a virus
Ooh.
because every other website is fine.
They
but
give you an STD?
they like give me some, I guess I'm a big winner of some Amazon gift cards.
This is a good question from Christine. What is your natural hair?
Well, it's weird because like growing up, my natural hair was like so curly, and I used to like gel in it and
Scrunch
make
it.
it even curlier. And then I started ironing it and doing it every single day. So now my natural hair like doesn't really have a shape to it. It's like the ends are straight because they're dead. The top is like wavy and the middle's wavy too.
I feel like your natural hair is like what it is now, just like not as shiny, not as
No, it's shiny.
no, not shiny. Not as like sleek.
Yeah, it's like a little, just like
Like
the
you got
top
caught
is
in the
like a
rain.
little curlier. The back is a little curlier, but like it's almost like waiting to be played with. It doesn't really take shape. It's like we know we're not staying this way.
Have you ever worn your natural hair like
on the show?
show?
Yes.
It down.
Perhaps. Definitely in a ponytail, I've worn it.
And then how many times a week do you shower and redo it?
Depends on the season, but I probably, and if I'm like working out or if I just wash it like when it starts to smell, but that can be 2 days, that can be 4 days.
Right, isn't it crazy how,
sometimes
like-
I wash my hair 2 times a week or 3 times a week.
Okay, because now I'm like this person where like I'm constantly thinking of my hair, where I used to shower every night, and if I didn't, I would get oily season, so now I'm like building up an immunity to the oil, and now I can go, I'll usually like do my hair Sunday night for the week, and then Wednesday for the week, and then maybe Saturday morning shower.
I really just have to wash my hair, one, when it smells. It doesn't really get greasy, but it starts to hurt. Like when I flip it over, like the follicles really hurt from being in the same place for too long, and I have to massage it out and wash my hair.
I love a scalp massage.
I mean, love it so much.
Me and Margot got massages in the Atlanta airport, and the second I sat down on that chair, she cracked my back in 2 places, and I wanted to literally kiss her on the lips. It felt so good.
Oh my God, I'm jealous now. But I'm actually pretty good. I'll never forget how I felt after Camp Toast, and I just compare everything to that.
Me and Margot
were
saying,
if I'm able to walk, I'm okay.
Me and Margot, when we were getting our massages, we're like, our backs have literally been fucked up since Camp Toast. Like, I gave it my all.
I mean, and the beds.
Yeah.
But next year, I'm buying a Duxiana.
Totally.
For my 2 days at Camp Toast. Okay, next story. Busy Phillips says, quote, bully James Franco pushed her to the ground while filming Freaks and Geeks. Busy Phillips doesn't have the fondest memories of working with James Franco. In her forthcoming memoir, This Will Only Hurt a Little, the actress details an incident she claims occurred on a particularly tense day on the set of Freaks and Geeks, which aired on NBC from 1999 to 2000. The excerpt was first reported by Radar Online. This is a big day for Radar Online. Phillips claims in the book that Franco, whom she describes as a, quote, fucking perhaps, didn't treat her with the same level of respect that he reserved for Linda Cardellini and all of his male co-stars. Illustrating one example where the actor was especially difficult to work with, she recalled their experience shooting the We've Got Spirit episode. After shooting one scene where Phillips said she called out Franco for stepping on one of her lines, the pair, who played a couple, had to shoot a scene where Phillips was supposed to hit Franco in the chest. However, instead of responding with a dialogue, Phillips claimed that instead her co-star, quote, grabbed both my arms and screamed in my face, "Don't ever touch me again." She wrote that he proceeded to throw her to the ground, knocking the wind out of her.
So have you ever seen Freaks and Geeks?
Yes, and the next day, Phillips said Franco apologized to her after executive producer Judd Apatow made him watch a video of what happened.
Oh, because everything's on camera.
Right.
It's just so funny because like that was 1999 and like the footage is definitely lost. But if that was today, like it would have gone viral.
Right,
and like Kris Jenner would have, meticulously sent it out via TMZ.
And James Franco would maybe have been taken down, but he is an immovable force.
Is Iron Man.
No, no accusations can take this man down.
He still gets work. It's so crazy, and it's annoying because as someone who watched Freaks and Geeks, like I know, first of all, the greatest show. I can't believe it only had 1 season, but obviously it was deeply problematic behind the scenes, and now we know why it only lasted 1 season.
I only watched a few episodes, but there was only 1 season, so I get the point.
No, it was a great show, and like Linda Cardellini being on it, because like she's the OG chutney, is just so funny, and she's like kind of making a comeback. Linda Cardellini.
I mean, she's in everything.
Yeah, is she in Billions?
No, she's in Mad Men.
Same thing. So this is not shocking, but I just think this is such, like, not to be insensitive or anything, but like this is such great press for Busy's book. Like everyone's talking about it. I've seen this thing everywhere.
Busy's book and Busy's show.
Right. They were talking about it on e-news.
But then she clarified on Instagram. She said the Franco story is used to illustrate a larger point about the way women are treated in this business in life. There are no allegations and no accusations. It's a story that I've been telling for years. James apologized, I accepted, and I still get to tell it because it fucking happened to me.
Right. So they were on a panel once about another project that like a couple people on the panel were also in Freaks and Geeks, and Busy alluded to it again, and it was like so awkward. I watched a video of it, and because James was on the panel, it was just awkward. So she's told this story many times, and I don't know if like her and James are friends. I'm gonna assume no, but crazy.
Crazy. She said, my book is 308 pages, not 1 paragraph, AKA buy it. Smart.
Right. No, I mean, that's annoying that people are focusing on this one thing, but maybe it's just not that interesting.
I mean, any press is good press, and it's a true story, and it's written in her book, so that's what people decide to pick up on. If that's the most salacious detail, by the way,
yeah,
I don't know if it's a must-read.
So when Leah Remini's book about Scientology came out, obviously I didn't buy it or read it because I hate reading books, but BuzzFeed did this amazing, like, here, you don't have to read the whole thing, like, we read it, and this is the craziest shit that to come out of it, and it was so interesting about like Tom Cruise like not knowing how to bake cookies, and like Elvis assistants like they can't correct him, so like whatever, it was great. And I feel like if there was more interesting things in the Busy Phillips book, like BuzzFeed would have written a thing about it.
Right, but then also like Holly Madison wrote her memoir, and there was another one of those listicles, things you need to know. But then I read the book too because I was like so curious, and I got it for free at work, and I wanted something to do. And there really was so much more. Like sometimes it's really worth reading the book. It's like what they think is interesting isn't what's interesting. It's like reading between the lines and like some weird anecdotes. Sometimes it's just like on the reunions, like
right. It's like Andy's books.
Right, it's like the main storyline is obvious, but sometimes it's what's bubbling beneath the surface.
Right, like Andy's books, there's a good amount of like obvious drama, but like to me the more interesting thing is like the phone call he had with the house husband from OC who just got fired, who's begging Andy to take his wife back because he quit his job. Like who was it? I believe it was Jim Bellino.
That just sounds like a Jim Bellino move.
Yeah, but you never know.
Maybe it was Frank and
Lynette.
Lynette.
Yeah,
that's not her name.
What? Lisa?
Liddy.
No, it's Lynette. No, that's
Desperate
Scava.
Housewives.
Lynette Scava. It's Lynn.
Yeah. They were really sad. Like that
Oh
was
my God.
It was definitely
and
them.
They started filming a reality show at the worst possible time in their lives. She was foreclosed on national television, and her daughter was like so obnoxious about her nose, remember?
I mean, yeah.
Terrible.
Trouble.
But she makes cameos randomly. Lynn.
Yeah.
OC is
Weird
so bad.
times. OC is so bad.
I physically, like, I can't take it on.
No.
I refuse.
I just keep up with it because it's the job. It's easy to keep up with because there's not much going on.
Right, it's like a lull for Bravo right now. Like, everything's kind of quiet.
Dallas is popping. Below Deck is popping off
No, but
right
I feel
now.
like Beverly Hills and New York are both not on. So, and when, that's like the big hitters, and Atlanta's coming back. And I intend on being like the best Atlanta watcher. I always start and like, eventually just like forget or catch up like randomly. I'm gonna be on it because I feel like it's gonna be really good.
I feel like it's always really good. My problem is that I miss so much back in the day. I think like when I was in college that I don't know the history, and I can't understand the show now if I don't know the history. Like I can't take sides now if I don't know what they're fighting about and like who's really right. You know?
And like even though like some of them are cool, they've all not been cool previously.
Right, and I'm sure they've all done unforgivable things, and
Yes.
so I need to know all of that in order to understand the current season. So either I have to binge watch every season,
Which would be good.
which wouldn't be bad, or I can watch it, but I can't have really strong opinions about it because I don't know.
Well, Brielle responded to my Instagram story last night.
Did you give her tickets to your show yet? And what did she say to your Instagram story?
Well, I put up a picture I photoshopped myself into a picture of her and Kim, and I was like, this is how I'm trying to be in Atlanta this weekend because I was promoting my
Right.
show because it's an 1,100 person theater and like we're at 900 tickets and like we're so close. So like tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. Bring your friend, family, dog, I don't care. Just like buy one and don't even come. I'll give you $25. And it was just like a funny picture, and I didn't even tag them. I didn't want to be thirsty.
Wait, when's the show?
Friday.
And
Me
when
and Margaret
do you-
were leaving Friday morning. If you want to
I
come.
want to come.
Come.
But, okay, maybe I will.
Come. Ben might come also, so I need to get another hotel room. Just let me know.
Okay, I'm gonna think about it.
And Olivia might come
I've never
also.
been to Atlanta.
Me neither.
And it would
Oh, no,
be
I
good
have.
just like scout it for the Super Bowl.
Right. Even though you know I can't come, right?
No, I know, but I'm not accepting that.
Okay.
Not accepting it.
Should I give her tickets? I gave Heather McMahon 2 tickets. Who are other like local ATL celebs?
So many.
Should I DM her right now?
The cast of Dynasty.
Oh my God, she has Kristen? Oh my
Yeah, Liz.
Okay, but no, what should I?
Wait, no, you have to think about it. You can't just be so hasty.
But what do you mean? I want to do it already.
You're gonna you're gonna DM her right now.
Wait, where is it? Did she unsend?
I'm like,
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh no.
okay.
She said, I'm a weak LOL.
Okay.
How do I phrase
Say,
it?
how do comics speak? Like, I'm taking my tour to Atlanta Friday
They
night.
say I'm playing a show.
Okay, but what if she thinks you're a musician? Like, she doesn't know.
Right, okay. I'm doing a show. I have a show.
I don't know, doing a show sounds like you're just like part of a,
Burlesque show.
right, or like a traveling
Right.
off-Broadway show.
Or like,
Speaking of off-Broadway, Dove Cameron, Clueless. Can we get
Amazing.
this?
what?
Dove Cameron is moving to New York to star as Cher in the off-Broadway rendition of Clueless, which is an inspired choice, and I'm so excited. I don't know why it's off-Broadway, but it's gonna be amazing. She's so talented, and I just wanna hear
And
this.
it's also written by the person who wrote Clueless. Like, it's a legit thing. I just don't know why it's off Broadway. Like, it's like Mean Girls, the same writer,
Oh, that's weird.
but off Broadway.
Maybe it has to start off Broadway.
I will be at opening night.
I'll be there.
I don't care
I'm sure
what
tickets won't be that crazy because it's off Broadway.
And like, we love Dove Cameron, but most of her fans like don't really even have wallets.
But it was so weird
Like
because
Theo.
she Instagrammed
Okay,
that she was like, when you get a phone call, like, that changed your life and just pick up and move to New York. And then
Right.
all of a sudden, she's here.
Right, because she's starring as Cher Horowitz in the off-Broadway rendition of Clueless, which is just the best thing I've ever heard.
Okay, can you guys tell me with my DM?
Okay.
And I want to say, like, it's legit. Like, I'm at a theater.
Also,
like,
toasters, you can comment, like, what you think. What's a cool way to be like...
And, like, how do you guys reference the Sandy Springs City Center? Do I call it the whole thing? Do I just say City Center? Like, how do I say?
Okay.
Because I want her to know it's, like, not, like, a sad thing. Like,
Say, I'm bringing my tour to Atlanta.
is that weird? I'm bringing my tour?
My tour's... my tour sounds legit, but I don't know how people talk.
Right, no, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying so hard, but I also, like, want her to know I'm legit.
I'm playing a show.
Yeah, I'm playing a show in Atlanta on
Friday night.
On Friday night at Sandy Springs. What are they saying about Sandy Springs?
You guys, what do you say? Sandy Springs City Center, the City Center, Sandy Springs,
SS?
SSCC.
Okay, so far this is what I have.
What do the kids call it?
I'm playing a show in Atlanta on Friday night at Sandy Springs City Center. You should come. I want to be like, how do I say, like, I'll give you tickets. You don't have to buy them, obviously.
I mean, maybe you say that in the follow-up, like seeing what she says. Maybe she's not even around. Like,
Right.
she'd be like, yeah, maybe I'll stop by. And be like, yeah, tickets will be for you
But,
at
like,
will
let me know.
call.
I'll leave you 2 tickets at will call.
Yeah. Let me know how many tickets you need. I'll leave them at will call. That's what
Okay,
you'll
so
say
should I
in the
just send
follow-up.
this? I'm playing a show in Atlanta on Friday night at Sandy Springs City Center. You should come.
Okay, some people are saying playing sounds like you're playing an instrument.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Say I'm going to be in Atlanta this Friday for my show. Someone said, I have a stand-up show in Atlanta this Friday. Come. Stand-up? I don't know.
Stand-up
you
makes
say
it
I'm
seem like
doing
open
a
mic.
show.
I'm doing a show.
Yeah, stand-up sounds like open mic. I agree.
I'm doing a show in Atlanta on Friday at Sandy Springs City Center. You should come.
Yes.
Doing is better than playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though the true comics do see playing, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, should I send it?
Yeah. Just send it. Shoot your shot, as people say.
Okay.
Shoot your shot.
Done. What time is it in Atlanta? Do you think she's awake?
It's Eastern time.
Oh, great. That makes it easy for
It's
me.
10:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh, and the
Actually,
Dynasty people won't be able to come because Dynasty's on that night.
So?
So they have to watch it, the series premiere.
Oh, it's the premiere?
Yeah.
maybe they're doing press. They don't have to watch it.
I mean, I
But
would.
They might be doing press. We'll
I
find out.
have so many shows to catch up on. I need to watch a new Blue Bloods. I need to catch Housewives of Dallas. I've been catching up on this because I'm like 3 episodes behind, and I caught up on the last 2, and it is so boring. Like, even though shit's happening, I'm
Dallas?
watching, and I'm like, this is boring.
Yeah, it's not like bad, but nothing's really happening yet. This last night's episode seemed to be the big one. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it's me. Like if I'm not enjoying something, I think it's like I'm not.
Right, but I want to be a Dallas fan, and I want to keep up and know what's going on. So, like, I'm watching, but, like, I couldn't care less. Like, when I have a new Kardashians in my DVR, like, I'm turning off all my devices, putting my glasses on, and turning the lights off.
You have to watch this week's episode.
I know.
of
Well,
Kardashians.
I will watch it tonight, and we will debrief
Because I'm
tomorrow.
so conflicted, and like so many interesting things happened. Like Chris like buys her friend a facelift, and it was just like so interesting.
Which
and they
friend?
Sheila, and it was like, why can't Sheila get her own facelifts? Like, is she like the poor friend?
Right.
But it just seemed like maybe she just doesn't prioritize herself.
Right, or
And it's like-
she wouldn't have done it if it wasn't a gift.
Right.
It's not
And
that she
they
can-
really and they show you like they go to lunch with her like after her recovery, so you really see
does she look
the
good?
difference. Yes, she does. I
Okay.
think she looks good. So it's just very interesting. Okay, 5th and final story, some business news because we want to keep you guys up to date so you can like go on dates, go on interviews, and just like know what's going on in the world.
Of course.
Sears may be days away from bankruptcy. This is kind of really sad because Sears is like an institution.
And if Regina George couldn't save it, then nobody can.
The handwriting is on the wall. Sears appears to be nearing bankruptcy. One of Sears' major shareholders just dumped a chunk of his stock for pennies on his original investment.
It sucks.
The company added a new director who is familiar with bankruptcies and restructuring. Reports circulated that the company is talking to advisors and banks in preparation for a bankruptcy filing. Sears Holdings, the parent company of Sears and Kmart, faces an October 15th deadline to pay $134 million on its debt. CEO and primary shareholder Ellie Lampert told the company's board that it was crucial it restructure more than $5 billion it owes, quote, without delay, according to a recent regulatory filing. Like, how does a company like this get into $5 billion? It's like you sell products, you make money.
And if you don't, you close a store.
Right,
Like,
it's
what kind of CEO would let you go into $5 billion debt?
Right, it's like, what kind of money are you laying out for? Like new TVs?
Right, but honestly, like, all I can think about is, like, the going out of business sales on TVs, fridges, appliances that are normally really
What do you
expensive.
mean?
Like, I don't know.
We should just buy a bunch of shit and like keep it in a warehouse.
Yeah,
until we,
I mean,
like,
me and
move.
Ben, like, did want a huge TV, and the one we have now is, like, 70, which is big, but, like, we really
you
wanted,
could
like,
actually, you could
100.
go for a way bigger one because you have the space.
Right.
You should do it.
But we had, like, a 70-inch one, so we didn't feel like getting rid of it. But if Sears is having some bomb bankruptcy sales, I could be down.
Investors are giving up hope on a deal. Sears Holdings stock plunged 28% Wednesday. The stock has lost 2/3 of its already depressed value since Lampert announced the attempt to restructure the company's debt on September 24th.
This is like sad.
No, this is really sad because Sears it's.
Just think of all the people who will lose their jobs. Like, that's what's sad.
Oh
Like, everyone who works at a Sears, who works for Sears delivery, Sears truck driver, Sears cashier, Sears corporate, like, that is sad.
That's really sad.
Someone's got to get in there and turn it around. Maybe Elon Musk.
Or someone will buy Sears, prop it up. Maybe
Right.
Amazon.
They need a new name.
Amazon should buy Sears.
Sears is a bad name.
Yeah, they need a rebrand.
I'm sure it's a family name, but Sears, like, first of all, it's weird to say. And then it's like, okay, if I could get
it just has a bad stigma. Like, you could try Sears. It was over then and there.
Tina Fey is responsible. No, but if you could buy a TV, or okay, if you could buy a fridge from a place called Home Depot, Sears.
Does Home Depot sell fridges?
Yeah.
PC Richard.
Do they sell fridges?
Another bad name.
Terrible, and I can't believe they've stayed in business. But they are.
They should just change it to
They're
Richards.
not, Jackie, they're not nearly as big. They're, I think they're like regional. They're like East Coast for sure.
We only know that.
We know it. I don't think everyone knows that.
Walmart.
Right, like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, or Sears. What are you gonna buy?
Personally, I think I'll get the best deal at Walmart.
Yeah, by the way, Walmart is the greatest store alive. But I was talking more just like the name.
The name, yeah, no, Sears isn't up there. I don't identify with Sears.
Can you help me with something? Speaking
Yeah.
of home decor.
I
So
would
I'm
love
getting like
to.
an entry console table.
Do you respect my opinions now that I did my own apartment?
Yes, but it's more so about the money because I feel like you really keep me in check like with my finances because you know I'm like so cheap and then randomly like.
But I also tell you when to splurge.
Right, okay, so tell me to splurge. So let me show you this table. It is so gorgeous. I found it on Neiman Marcus and I need to stop looking at Neiman Marcus Home because it is so
You
fucking
have to look at
expensive.
Horchow.
Okay, so let me
Also
tell you.
expensive,
Okay, wait.
but less.
So it's, you know where my kitchen door is in the like that, and then the hallway right outside?
Yeah.
It's like the entry on the, I would put it on the other side of the kitchen door hallway.
Okay. The kitchen. Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, so let me tell you. Fucking Neiman Marcus, out of control, is selling it for $6,000, which I was never in my whole life
But you have a
gonna do.
discount.
Well, so then I was looking for it elsewhere. I'm like, maybe it's on sale. Even if it was on sale.
Overstock.com.
Right, I'm like, even if it's on sale, like, that's not gonna help me.
Even
'cause
if it's 50% off, it's still $3,000.
It needs to be like 100% off. So I found it on Horchow for $4,000. I'm like, okay, I'm still not gonna get it. Then you know I've been like so shady with my weird deals.
With your honey.
I'm like, yeah.
All of a sudden, you're an interior decorator.
Right,
You
I
have
had
your
a trade
license.
account. So I got a way to get it wholesale for $2,500. But that is still like so much money. I mean, it's not like it's a little thing. It's like a huge table. Like, it should be expensive. Like, I could have spent.
It's an investment. Like, it's something that you'll take, like, that will follow
Right,
you.
also, I don't know if it
from
goes
home
with
to
my
home.
decor vibe. Like, even though it's in a different room, it's like I'm going with like the silver gray vibe.
But it is in a different room.
I just think it would look so pretty, and like I wouldn't need anything else in the hallway except a piece of art.
No, you have a really big hallway.
I know, but it's huge.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Great,
I don't
thank you.
I don't think you need it.
Thank
like
you.
that's almost how much you spent on your couch.
No, totally. I'm just like, I couldn't believe that I actually got it for 25. I'm like, no, well, now I have to get it, you know?
Right, you got it for more than 50%.
Right. But I can't. It's too much.
And it's like that's not an important. I mean, it is an important piece in
But
life.
it's decorative.
But it's not your next big investment.
I agree. My
But
next
what
big
is?
investment is.
But you did invest in some things already. You can't invest in everything. You gotta.
You know, I'm
mix
half and
high
half.
low.
Well, I got a Jill
You got
Zarin
those
rug.
Jonathan Adler things like
Which ones?
the bar.
Oh my God. Oh, right. I totally forgot about that. I have
The
to stop
buffet?
spending money. The buffet. But the buffet I got at an amazing price.
For sure, but I'm. Just,
I got 2 of them.
you got 2 buffets.
I got 2 buffets. One of them is a
I have to
media
come see your
console.
apartment. It's
I know
been so
that hasn't
long.
come yet. It hasn't come yet. But fucking Z Gallery, they're pissing me off.
With their shipping.
Late September, mid-October. It's now October 10th, whatever, and I haven't heard from them. It's really annoying, and I'm getting mad.
That's what you get. I'm
Like,
sorry.
of course, it couldn't be the first day of late September.
No, of course not.
But it has to be the last day of late October. I still have like 5 days.
Once it's here, you'll never remember when it wasn't here, and just it
No,
didn't.
because when it's here, it's not even fully here. One piece is going to be missing, and it comes in December.
For sure, but you still have a whole couch,
Totally.
and the couch is worth it.
Yeah. No, so I'm doing
We
really.
need to get sponsored by Z Gallery. We
I
both
know.
have a Z Gallery couch, the Luca couch. It's the best couch
the best
in the land.
couch.
It's so funny that I went shopping for couches.
Like a couple months before
No
me.
couch inspired me. This one couch I fell in love with. I was so excited about my couch. I never thought I'd be someone who got excited about a couch.
Right, and you wanted it in beige, right?
And I wanted in beige, and like beige was custom. It would take this much longer. Then I started thinking maybe I could do silver, a silver vibe, and I ultimately decided on silver. A few months later, you go shopping for a couch. You look at every
Everywhere.
couch in the land.
Everywhere.
You see this couch. You love this couch. You decide beige. Like she had the exact same thought
I
process.
wanted beige, but I didn't want to wait, so I went with gray. Now my whole color scheme is off. Like,
There's only one good couch out there.
there's one good couch.
It's crazy.
Well, you'll come over today and see the improvements. But I got a Jill Zarin rug, and it's so nice, and it's such good quality. And Allie told me that it's literally made for dogs to pee on. She was like, literally, you take a little bit of a wet paper towel, and it's gone.
That was literally my question: is how does Theo feel about it?
Yeah, no, and he hasn't peed in our new house yet, but that was just like good to know.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
Well, that was our 5th story. Wow.
Okay, well, I pulled some Dear Toasters.
We pulled some Dear Toasters, and I just need to check my list and make sure I talked about all the things I needed to talk about.
All right, let me know.
Oh, Riverdale and Watch What Happens Live was the only thing.
You said it was boring.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. It was a weird crew. It was Lily, KJ, Mad Chen, and Luke Perry.
Oh, that is weird.
And honestly, everyone was pretty good except for Lily. Like, she's just a little too serious for Watch What Happens Live. There's no way she watches Bravo. Like,
no way.
She totally watches PBS.
No, and she is like a forward-thinking, progressive feminist. Like, I bet she thinks that Housewives is bad for the feminist movement.
But that's backwards thinking, because
agree
it's
more.
not. Like, he's given all these women lives and jobs and agency to leave their terrible husbands.
No, and he's, by the way,
I mean, we don't have to make the
literally
case.
Bravo is the only network that promotes women of a certain age. Literally, on every other network, you have to be 12 to get work. But every housewife on Bravo, I think the youngest housewife is...
I think it was Megan King Edmonds.
Yeah, and she was like 33.
Yeah.
So like, okay.
Yeah. So Lily was like a little too serious for it. KJ was like really cute, but they did something annoying. They opened the vault, and you would have think there was been such good stuff there. Like Lily had been on Law and Order.
Right.
Luke Perry has all this crazy stuff, Mad Chen, and they just like put old pictures of them that were taken from their Instagrams. Like, that is so cheap. Like,
They've done
that's
that
not
before,
embarrassing.
yeah.
KJ posted those pictures himself.
Yeah.
Like, I was disappointed.
And it was pre-recorded, so,
Except
like-
they found this clip of Lily, like, from when she was a kid, like, in a rap battle, and KJ was dying.
Oh my, that's so funny.
It was really funny.
I wish they did it. Like, I love Mad Chen. I didn't need her and Luke Perry. Like, I wish they did it with Cami Mendes. I know that Cole would never have gone on, but like,
why?
Because he's so serious.
No, but I feel like if him and Lily were there together, they might have like brought out the more fun aspects.
No,
of
it's
each
like
other.
a young show where like you drink and it's fun and silly. Lily's way too serious for it, and they should have had Mad Chen and Luke Perry on like separately as like separate guests with other people.
Because there was like 90210 stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like I wanted a Riverdale-centric episode, and from what I'm hearing from you, that's not what we got.
There was a lot going on, and it seemed like the things that were tailored towards Riverdale specifically weren't necessarily written by people who watch the show.
Of course not.
So that was my
I feel
thoughts.
like in another world, KJ and Andy Cohen would get along really well.
I mean, maybe they did after last night.
Yeah.
KJ, I love him. He was so down for everything.
He's fun, yeah.
Also, Lily and KJ were drinking these drinks that looked like smoothies, like pina coladas almost, that were red, and it was like ambiguous whether they were alcoholic or not, because probably they don't want to like be seen drinking.
Right.
But they're over 21. Like, give him a beer.
Totally.
No, they were strawberry daiquiris, and KJ commented
That I had too many.
on Andy's thing, too many daiquiris for me.
Oh, so they were alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, good. And Luke Perry was like just taking beers to the face. Like,
Oh, good. I love when people like embrace the culture of Watch What Happens Live.
And Mad Chen embraced, like, she was the perfect guest because she's been on so much like iconic stuff.
I
Twin
know.
Peaks. She answered every question. Like, she was perfect.
Speaking of Twin Peaks, I just got to Desperate Housewives where Orson is introduced, where he meets Susan in the movie theater. I forgot that's how he came onto the show, and I'm just like really excited about it.
I love Orson. I love the man who plays him. I love
Kyle
Trey.
MacLachlan?
Do you know Yeah, and he also, Zach was watching the Flintstones on.
Yes, he's the
plane,
boss.
and he's the boss.
Yep, I actually just watched the Flintstones. Ben had never seen it.
It must have just gotten to Netflix or something.
It did, and-
Zach was watching it. It's so, and I was just looking over his shoulder, and it was still so good.
Isn't it weird that Ben has never seen Flintstones?
Yeah.
And like he grew up in the same time as us, and like was a kid at one point.
You guys he could be Fred Flintstone. He is Fred
I said
Flintstone.
we should do it for Halloween.
You should. We
I
could
know.
be,
And you could be Barney and the
Betty.
other one.
No,
Rosie O'Donnell.
I'm good. Well, I have to be Wilma. Or
Actually,
we could
I
be
love
Pebbles
Rosie.
and Bam Bam.
Oh my God, yes. I really need to start thinking creatively about Halloween because it's coming up soon, even though I have no plans. Should we throw a party?
A toast Halloween.
Oh, actually, I got invited to host a party at the Dream Hotel. Maybe I should just do it so we could like go and like have someone
On
to
the
be.
day of Halloween.
Like, yeah.
On Hallows Eve.
Yeah, and it's a party I went to last year with Danielle, and it was so fun.
Love it. And we can all dress up as a family finally.
Right, and then we don't have to like buy a
Greatest
ticket.
Showman.
And we don't have to like buy a ticket or anything. Like we just get a table and like we don't have to pay for it.
Wait, why wouldn't we do
This
that?
is going to be
I
our
forgot
best
about
Halloween
that
yet.
because Danielle called me when I was so busy and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, okay.
Greatest Showman?
I'll be
I don't
Zendaya.
know. Well, I have to see if I'm getting invited again to Heidi Klum's Halloween party. I feel like I'm not because I feel like I would have gotten invited already. But I was invited for like the last 2 years, and me and Ben like
You've made a splash both years.
made a splash both years costume-wise, and like the guest list is getting like sadder and sadder every year I've gone. So like, why wouldn't I be invited? But I guess I'm a disgrace now, so like maybe nobody wants to invite me. But if I
Good.
do,
It frees you up to hang out with your family.
but if I do, like I need to come up with a really good pop culture
Topical.
costume, and I can't, and no one is helping me.
We'll think
There's a
long.
Hallosteens group where like people are putting their Halloween inspiration, and I asked, and like nobody could help me.
Oh my God.
It's
That's
like nothing
like giving
happened this
me
year.
anxiety.
Maybe I should be Taylor Swift and Joe, and then like go alone because she's never with Joe. That would be funny.
But that's like, then you're just dressing up as Taylor Swift. And it's
Works
like,
for me.
what is this, 2007?
I've always wanted yellow bangs.
Greatest Showman.
for
Remastered album coming out.
Oh my God, I saw Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson singing Never Enough, Panic at the Disco singing The Greatest Show.
Zach Brown Band.
Zach Brown Band From Now On. Pink singing A Million Dreams. Her daughter singing The Reprise. It's gonna be unbelievable.
By the way, I just love that Hollywood is not letting this stop. Like, The Greatest Showman has been on the charts. Literally, the movie came out over a year ago. It has been on the charts every day since it came out. And it's like, you could have just, like, the movie's over. Like, you could have let it die. No, it's coming to Broadway. They're remastering. Like, I love that we're never going to let this end. It's like A Star is Born. It's going to be remade for the next 100 years.
I'm so here for it. And Pasek and Paul were like, when we were selling 100,000 albums a week, we were like, how do we make the most of this? If we were to come out with, like, a Mother's Day version of the album, like, what would it look like? What would people want?
Yeah.
And, like, so many celebrities are fans of the movie, and I'm so excited. November 16th.
I'm so excited.
November 16th,
well, we should have a listening party. Oh, by the way, we are doing, by popular demand, the Toasters demanded it, and we work for the Toasters. I always say I'm a caterer. I cater to what the Toasters need. We are doing a Toasters SoulCycle class. What was the date I gave you? November 12th.
Yeah.
All the details will be posted. It's a charity ride for Gift of Life. Just always good to give back during the holiday season. It's right before Thanksgiving, so we could all hang. I'm not sure if I will be on a bike or if I'll just be like motivating other people because I can't do it. Or maybe I'll teach if that's what everyone would want.
I just hope that we can pick the playlist because like
yeah, so I put in a request.
My dream.
I put in a request for the teacher. They said the way that it works is like if he's available, he'll do it. If not, you still get to request songs.
I'm seeing him tonight. Should I ask him like to
yes.
keep it available?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So it's gonna be at night, so everyone could come after work. There's 65 bikes. I had to Google it. Like someone was asking me, like we were organizing.
Each studio's different.
They're like, how many studios in it? I'm like, I don't know. Oh,
I've
are
never
they?
thought about it.
Well,
yeah,
because
some are bigger,
so I went online.
But the one that we're doing Bryant Park, right?
Yeah.
It's big.
Okay, because I went to East 63rd and just like looked up a random class to get the bikes, and it went up to 64.
That sounds about right.
Okay, that sounds like a lot.
Wait, why are we doing Bryant Park?
Because you get to pick 3, and that was one of the one I picked because it's central. Like
yes.
It's east, it's
true.
west, it's up, it's down. I feel like Toasters come from all over, so I didn't want to like do like 83rd Street and then people who live downtown, you know.
Right.
So, and it's like near where I live now, so I wanted to do it there. So tickets, we'll give you everything in the next couple of weeks, but get excited.
I am. Dear
I am
Toasters.
Too. Oh, Dear Toasters, okay, I picked up. So as you guys know, I feel like we're getting so many new Toasters like every week that I have to keep like reminding people what Dear Toasters is.
Great.
Dear Toasters is our
Great problem to have.
I know. It's our advice segment where you can submit anonymously to deartoasters@gmail.com. We really like the quirky ones. We used to do a lot of just like relationship, my boyfriend, but like that's kind of boring. And at the end of the day, we always give the same advice. So I want like quirky, weird stuff. So we've gotten a lot of weird submissions. So keep sending them. We'll always keep your name anonymous, deartoasters@gmail.com. This one,
qualm too big or too small.
or too weird. This one is titled, Am I Being Harassed by My Weatherman?
Yes.
I work doing marketing for an air conditioning company that I used to love. However, now it's hell. There are many reasons why, but the main is a weatherman. Basically, one day a washed-up weatherman called our company and said he needed a new air conditioner. Our air conditioner's average cost is $12,000. He is somewhat of a local celebrity and asked if we could exchange advertising endorsements for an AC. Basically, he'll do our ads in exchange for a new system. Oh, that's cool. Like, he'll be on the commercials.
Wow.
And he's a local celeb. Okay, that sounds like a good barter.
That's
right?
interesting. Yeah, that does.
When this idea was proposed, I immediately was against it. This guy was so creepy, and I don't want to keep rambling, but he was inappropriate, touching
It's like
my arm.
he would sell his, like, he would give us sponsorship, just get an air conditioner. Like
Probably for his house.
If he's the #1 weatherman, like, can't you make decent money?
Totally, but $12,000 is a ton. I've never spent $12,000 on anything. I don't even
Yeah.
have $12,000.
Maybe your AC company is steep.
Totally, maybe, okay, whatever.
Maybe it's like luxury.
Right, so he was inappropriate,
In which
touching my
case,
arm
I'll
when no
endorse
one was
it.
looking, showed me his shower when I was at his house for an initial appointment. And I told my bosses that I didn't want to work with him. They agreed and said, I think he's harmless and we're going to do the endorsement, but you will never have to work with him alone.
Wonderful.
However, what happens? I've had to work with him alone on several occasions. This guy will call my office 5 times in a row only to ask me to lunch. He'll stop at my office unannounced and give me a kiss on the cheek. He messages me on Instagram and the list goes on. It's fucking awful and I hate it. I need to wrap this up. But something else you should know is that we don't have an HR department. What angers me the most is that I feel like as if the workplace environment isn't protecting me. I've already voiced my concerns and said I don't want to work with him. Why do I have to be the one who has to go again and say that I'm uncomfortable? It will lead to the company losing $12,000 and I feel like it's humiliating. What do I do? Definitely don't feel humiliated. Like, by the way, it's not like you work in a brothel. Like you work in an air conditioning company. For you to feel uncomfortable with a man is like so odd,
Right, and
that they should be taking it seriously.
For your job to like make you feel like that's the price you have to pay to get the job done, like, no, that's not the price you have to pay for an air conditioning
Right,
unit.
like you don't have to be.
And by the way, $12,000 like is a lot for someone to pay, but it's not a lot for a company to lose.
Where like the least amount of money they can spend, a customer can spend in your office is $12,000. Like they'll be fine.
Right, so losing one customer like shouldn't be
And
a
by the
big
way,
deal.
they don't have to lose the customer. You say, I understand that you want it. I'm letting you know officially that I am not working on it. Like,
no, but you already said that, and he's not respecting that. Like, how can you get him to stop messaging
they
you
said
messaging you on Instagram? Like, the company needs to take a stand, and you say it's either you or him. And by the way, if they choose him, then you go to your local law firm.
Right, but by the way,
file a suit.
Do everything via email. With things like this, you have to leave a record.
Right.
So
screenshots of the DMs.
Screenshots of the DMs. Screenshots of the email you wrote. Email him now. Like, don't do anything in person. Or if you do, fucking record that shit on your phone. Every time when I was an intern, I had a conversation with someone. Like, I felt like I was in trouble. I would record it on my phone.
That's always like gives me such a pit. Like,
me too. Like, can they see it?
Yeah.
Or is it gonna make like a sound? Recording finished. Like, oh my god, I would die. And they'd be like, what is that?
Document everything. Take it to your higher ups, and you know what? If they fail you again, like you have a case on your hands.
You gotta better call Saul.
And also, like, if they continue to fail you, you can give us your local weatherman's name, and we will publicly shame him. We just need all the evidence, and we're happy to do it.
I never know, like, what the line is with Dear Toasters, which brings me to my next one, because the girl who sent it sent a picture, like, accompanying it, but I was obviously not going to put it, because it's, like, the picture is not of the girl who wrote in. It's about, like, another girl, you know?
What does it give context to the story?
Maybe petty may save a life, picture included. So here, I'll read it to you, and then I'll tell you. Nothing major, but basically there's a girl on Facebook who I know, a friend of a friend, whose eyebrows are out of control. It bothered me so much
out of control how? Oh, I need to see the picture.
Yes, but I wasn't going to put it on the stream.
No, but out of control unibrow, out of control, like, thin.
Okay, I'll show you.
Drawn in.
Unibrow, big bushy, like.
Doesn't pencil them in even though they're blonde and they're red hair and people expect them to have black eyebrows.
Okay, Jackie.
Okay.
It's bad.
I would consider those out of control. Those are like
Kelsey
Eugene
Owen.
Levy status.
Yeah, no, they're really big.
But they work for Eugene Levy.
Okay, so it bothered me so much that I unfollowed her, and then I would still see her somehow pop up on my newsfeed with her eyebrows legit just smiling at me. I unfriended her, and then later got a friend request from her. I'm so nervous that she's gonna ask me why I unfriended her, and I can't say because your eyebrows frighten me, can I? This is so first world problems and may seem harsh, but I really just wanna know why her eyebrows are so big and bushy and not cute like Cara bushy. Like, bitch, there is a forest above your eyes. Or should I use a girl code and be like, hey, you should probably get those suckers waxed. The odds of me ever seeing her again are slim to none. So do I just move on with my life or help a sister out? Picture included so you don't think I'm overreacting. The girl's like so pretty and like her boobs are amazing. She couldn't be skinnier. Oh, here's another picture. Oh God.
Oh, wow.
It's so weird because this girl's like gorgeous.
Do not say anything. This girl has chosen to have her eyebrows
and
like
you
this.
said it's like, a friend of a friend. Like, you don't know her.
She's proud. Also, they look groomed. Like, it's not like she doesn't groom her eyebrows. And she obviously like feels like her eyebrows define her. There are people who are like not Cara Delevingne who have chosen to like grow their eyebrows out, who have like really thick eyebrows, and that's their thing. She took it like one step
No, I just have to say, like,
too far.
I'm really glad that she sent
and
pictures.
And if you don't know her, me too. Otherwise, I'd be like, why are we talking about this?
This girl's dramatic, but these are the biggest eyebrows I've ever seen.
No, totally.
I would say that they're tall and short. It's so weird. And, oh my God. And I would say they're bigger than Eugene Levy's.
They're like a big square.
I would say it's an inch. How big would you say, like, at its tallest?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's an inch.
Wow, that's a big eyebrow. No, but she likes how she looks.
Right, no, because this girl, she's obviously a girl who cares about how she looks.
She
has contour.
I want to be Facebook friends with her. This is fascinating.
She's so pretty. This girl, like, I would say she could even be a model if she took care of her eyebrows.
That'll be a fascinating transition.
She obviously grooms herself. She cares about how she looks. She's wearing makeup. Her hair has
highlights.
highlights.
She likes how she looks. Leave her alone.
Totally.
And I want to be Facebook friends with her so I can see her confidence shine through.
This is so funny. Don't say anything. You don't even know her. You admitted it.
She loves how she looks. She's a gorgeous girl. Like, she colors her hair. She takes care of her body. She wears makeup. Like, she didn't forget about her eyebrows.
Right, and you also said, like, you don't really know her. She's a friend of a friend, and the odds of you ever seeing her again are slim to none, so decline her friend request. If you don't ever see her again, you're never going to have to explain why you declined it, and that's it.
And if she asks you, just be like, I'm cutting down on my Facebook friends. Like, I don't really use Facebook.
By the way, that's what I do. Like, I used to have over 2,000 Facebook friends, and I'm, like, zeroing in on 500, and I just keep removing people nonstop. And, like, even people I'm like, if I saw, I would say hi, but, like, I don't need to be up with their lives. And especially with all the toast groups, like, I feel like I've lost control of my Facebook, and I'm trying to gain control. Just personal anecdote.
Also, I'm taking Eyebrow Girl side on this. Like, Toaster, I love you. Thank you for the support. But
no,
like,
I'm on the Toaster side. This is so funny.
No, but, like, this girl likes how she looks. Like, leave her alone. You don't even know her.
No, but that's why she's not going to say, definitely don't say anything, but you can.
But she asked if she should say something.
Don't, but you can have your own personal opinions about it.
For sure. You can write into the toast.
Hi, ladies. This is our third and final
Dear Toasters.
Dear Toasters, if you ever want to submit for next week, deartoasters@gmail.com. My coworker and I are in a predicament and need your assistance. First, it would probably help to have an understanding of how our office is set up. We have an open floor plan where there are 6 people to a table, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. My coworker sits directly across from me, and she sits right next to the coworker in question. Let's call him Lin-Manuel. Lin-Manuel claims that he has eaten a ham sandwich for lunch every single day for the past 6 years straight. Every day, promptly at 12 p.m., he goes over to the mini fridge, takes out his ham sandwich and brings it back to his desk to eat.
He claims that he has?
Yeah. He unwraps it, but then like he's saying like he's never not eaten a ham sandwich for lunch, and she's right, like he literally every day at noon. He unwraps his sandwich and it immediately smells like something has died in our office. Mind you, this ham sandwich is just a slice of ham slapped between 2 slices of bread. No condiments, no cheese, etc. As if things aren't bad enough, he then pulls out the same flavor of Chobani yogurt and a mildly bruised banana to eat alongside the ham sandwich. He eats the 3 in this order: 1 bite of ham, 1 spoonful of yogurt, and then a bite of banana. Oh my God, ew. Over and over until all are finished. We don't think he swallows between each bite and he chews with his mouth open. We are at our wits' end with Lin-Manuel and need to get your guys' advice on whether would you go about telling him to stop eating the same smelly lunch every day or just leave it alone. Thanks, ladies. Love you both. This is so disgusting, and I know exactly what you mean. Like when there are people, there was a girl in my bunk who ate so disgustingly that literally, like I couldn't eat breakfast. Like it made me so nauseous. Like there are people who are just disgusting eaters and eat disgusting things and they make you not want to eat. And it's like, okay, if he's eating it every day at 12, like you know it's time for you to go out for lunch.
Take a lunch break.
You don't need to sit at the desk.
Or
you
go
get 30
sit in
minutes.
the kitchen. Here's the thing. You can't do anything about him being a gross eater. Like that's just unfortunate. But if his food does smell, like that sounds like a problem for HR.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's like breaking.
If it's really like stinking up the joint, like if someone had a body odor issue at work, like you could tell HR that, and it becomes their problem.
You're supposed to.
It becomes HR's problem.
By the way, I would never want to work in HR. Like HR is basically having uncomfortable conversations all day.
No, but there are people who are just like people
made for
persons
it.
and like who want to interview people, and that's like the flip side of the job. That's not good, but it make like all the
there are people in this
human
world
interactions
who
you
are
get to
made
have.
for HR. Like remember when we were at Oath, that blonde girl Emily, she was so
Yes.
cute and sweet. Like she was perfect.
Yeah.
For HR. Like there are just people who are born to work in HR, and I'm not one of them.
Who are just like people person, good judges of character, like good interview people,
And they have good intuition, and they make awkward situations like easy.
Yeah, I am the opposite of someone who should work in HR.
Same. I need to work in finance and like not talk to anyone, but I'm not that smart.
Yeah, soon.
Harvard Business School. How is that coming?
I mean, I have my GMAT book. I'm going to take a practice test like in a few days whenever I'm feeling like I have a lot of work to catch up on.
So.
And I've just been neglecting all my emails. So maybe next week I'll take my test, see where we're at.
Good luck.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
It's just something like a new thing to think about.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Ben about that executive program that I found at Harvard. And then I realized that you have to pay for business school. And that's when I decided I wasn't going anymore.
Understood.
Because I'm definitely not getting a scholarship.
No, you like have to take out student loans or something. And I only think that like Harvard or Wharton is like worth that for me.
For sure, but at the same time, it's like
I wouldn't take out like loans to go to like NYU or Columbia. Like I don't want it that badly.
No, right, because like we're really like if we were to do this, it would be like as a novelty, and like it wouldn't really, like we're not in the type of business where having it would further our career that much. Like it would just be like kind of funny and like cool.
A party trick.
And exactly. So I'm not spending whatever business school. I literally, when Ben said it, he was like, "Oh, you're gonna have to pay for it." I'm like, "Oh my God, I totally forgot about that part."
It's 2 years, right? And it's like what, 50?
I don't know.
We'll
I'm not
have to look
doing
into
it. I'm not doing it. Like if I'm gonna spend fucking 50 grand on something that's gonna advance my career.
I'm getting a Birkin.
No.
Croc.
If I need, okay, let's say it's 100 grand to go to business school. If I'm spending 100 grand on something that's gonna advance my career, you know what it's gonna be?
I mean, for me, it would be like plastic surgery, liposuction.
No, for
like,
me, it would literally go into the pocket of like Judd Apatow, and I would just be like, put me in a movie.
Oh,
Done.
yeah.
It would be paying off like everyone.
Yeah.
Not fucking sitting in some boring ass lecture.
Interesting.
Just a thought.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Cool. What else do we have?
Nothing.
Wow, I feel like
Toast movie of the week was Secretariat. Let's talk about it tomorrow because I haven't seen it
I
in a
wanna
while. I
rewatch
should
it.
brush up. So we'll give you time. If you haven't watched it.
Secretariat, Toast Movie of the Week, beautiful movie.
About a
Enjoy
horse.
it. You can watch it with your kids. It's a family friendly.
So Riverdale's on tonight. I'm going to watch Keeping Up, and then we're also seeing A Star is Born. So let's talk about all that tomorrow.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I really need to see A Star is Born.
It's really crazy how it's just taken over like
The
the
world.
dialogue.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's talking
And
about it.
she should hopefully it will be Oscar nominated,
Yeah.
and she can potentially be an EGOT.
I watched this video that was like their friendship is goals, you know, and it's like all the nice things they said about each other on
Bradley
this press
and
tour.
Lady.
Yeah, and it was so cute. It was like she's like, you're always supposed to work with people who are better than you, and like Bradley is so much better than me. Like he's so good. And then he was like, when I first heard her sing, like I could like, and then he was like, and she didn't stop singing for a year because like literally the whole movie is singing. And he was like, it never gets
The
old.
whole movie is singing. I didn't realize how many good songs we were gonna get. We got a whole new Lady Gaga album.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm loving it.
But a toaster gave me such good advice because I was about to listen to the thing on Spotify and it had 34 songs and I was like, oh my God.
There's dialogue.
Yeah, there's dialogue in the album on Spotify which contains spoilers because like it just gives you like I don't even know what the movie's about. Like I don't even know.
I didn't know what it was about either.
I know something about the song. That's all I know. So don't listen to the one on Spotify. There's
Shallow.
one without the dialogue.
Right. Or just see the movie.
You'll never make no.
No, it's like, I forget.
Yes?
I forget.
Okay.
I'm so excited to talk about the movie and to see it again because I need a second.
Of course.
I need to watch it again.
The second watching of a movie is almost better than the first sometimes.
No, the first, especially when you don't know much about a movie, like not knowing where it's going is like so exciting. It was like slow at times and I was like, I don't mind because I'm just like, watch, like.
Will you both remind me, because you're going to be at my house before, to bring my glasses? Like, I need to start bringing my glasses to the movies. Like, I don't want to admit it, but like, I need glasses, but I use Ben's just for TV and movies, so make sure I bring it, because like, I'll be really annoyed if I don't.
Okay.
Someone DM me at like 9 o'clock.
And Theo should bring his glasses too.
I said to Marco on the way here, should I bring Theo to the movies?
It'll be after 9 o'clock. He'll be a sleepy steam.
He'll be sleepy, but like, if there's popcorn on the floor, like, he'll be
a wild
insane.
animal. Yeah,
And
and
what
then
are
we
the
can't eat
rules?
popcorn. Well,
And
he's
I
a
want
service
to.
animal. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And I want to eat
Popcorn.
Like, I'm not going to eat today just so I can like be really fat at the movies.
I'm going to SoulCycle, and then I'm going to be even fatter.
Oh, great. Makes more room. Thank you guys so much for watching The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. That way you never miss an episode.
Subscribe to us on YouTube because eventually we are no longer streaming on Facebook. We had this discussion last night.
And like, we just have to do it.
November 1st.
No, we have something else happening on November 1st, something really good. So
Oh, yeah. Okay.
start saving your money now.
After Thanksgiving, no more Facebook.
Okay.
That's what we're giving up for Thanksgiving. We're no longer thankful for Facebook.
Because also it's bullshit. Like, there's 33,000 people in the Toasters group, and we have 20,000 likes on Facebook. Like, the 13,000 of you that haven't liked us on Facebook, like, you can literally grab a spoon.
No, and then there's 24,000 YouTube subscribers. So the 9,000 of you who haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, grab a spoon as well, and then subscribe to us on YouTube.
Right.
YouTube is premium as hell, you guys.
It's so much better. I love the super chat.
Like, we have a whole channel.
Yeah, it's so great.
You
and
can
like,
watch everything.
and we can clip it, and also it generates ad revenue for us to keep this show alive. So
right.
like, if
Facebook does nothing
if
for
you
us.
care about us, you'll watch us on YouTube so that we can keep renting this very expensive studio.
Right. After Thanksgiving, no more Facebook. I'm counting down the days. That's exciting.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we have some big things happening November 1st that we'll tell you about a little bit sooner. We have that SoulCycle ride coming up, so just make sure you're following us on Instagram because we'll post all the updates. And then starting after Thanksgiving, we're officially done with Facebook and YouTube.
No, we're officially done with Facebook.
Sorry, with just Facebook. I was going back into like my ending.
Right,
you know,
right,
like,
right.
So make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, like this video, leave a comment, whatever you want. We need to film a new channel trailer. Should we do that today?
Oh, yeah, we're looking
Okay.
cute.
And then also, if you're a podcaster, you can't watch live, make sure to subscribe to us on Apple iTunes and on Spotify. We're also available pretty much anywhere podcasts can be listened to, Stitcher, Public Radio,
I don't know.
Castbox, like random apps. Just like, there's no excuse for you not to be in tune with what's necessary. So make sure you're in tune and have an amazing day.
And follow me on Instagram at Jackie O Problems.